Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys.
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Hey wife, did you know that Anchor is sponsoring our show?
Really? Don't we use Anchor to distribute our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts?
Yeah, and we are on just about every other platform available as well, thanks to them.
Why do we use Anchor as our podcasting service?
Well, they make editing and distributing our show a breeze.
What if one of our listeners wants to start their own podcast?
Then they should head over to anchor.fm or download the app to get started.
Awesome! You guys should go do that right now! Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
I mostly just remember being very confused because the one dude sacrificed his son.
Like,
and
out of the blue.
To get the other guys to go away.
He's like, oh no, we're losing! Quick! Kill my son!
And then they went away.
Yeah.
And I was kind of lost.
Yeah. It was very confusing.
I'm really either hoping for some clarification in this chapter or looking forward to the Q&A on Saturday.
Right.
Because I don't know what the fuck happened.
I don't either. There was anger against Israel because how dare they win their war?
Yeah, but they didn't. They went away.
Right.
So, like, what happened?
They were winning, and then the Moab guy, king, sacrificed his son.
Yeah, I know.
And so then everybody was like, shame on you, Israel. And so Israel was like, okay, and just left.
Right. Yeah. I was like, what's going on here?
It didn't make any fucking sense.
It didn't make any fucking sense.
Well, let's see if we can get something to make sense today.
Sounds good. All right, so that was 2 Kings chapter 3.
Indeed it was.
And today we're going to be getting into
2 Kings chapter 4.
Let's go do this.
Okie dokie.
Hey wife, do you like coffee in the morning?
I sure do, husband. Morning, noon, night. Which reminds me, I need to add that to our grocery list because we're running low.
Wait, before you do that, check out the website ungodlybrew.com where you can purchase a pound of your favorite flavor of coffee.
What if I want more than 1 pound?
Either order a larger amount or better yet, get 10% off by setting up a subscription for every 2 weeks or a month or whatever works for you.
Did you set up something special for our listeners?
You know I did. Exclusive for our listeners, get an additional 10% off subscriptions by entering the code SACRILEGIOUSCOFFEE at checkout.
That's a hellishly good deal.
Ungodly Brew is hellishly good coffee.
Okay, 2 Kings chapter 4.
Okay.
One day, the widow of a member of the group of prophets came to Elisha and cried out, my husband who served you is dead, and you know how he feared the Lord. But now a creditor has come, threatening to take my 2 sons as slaves.
Those damn creditors always wanting my sons as slaves.
Right?
The fuck?
What can I do to help you? Elisha asked.
Ban slavery?
Tell me, what do you have in the house? Nothing at all, except a flask of olive oil. Oh, shit. Sorry, I did it wrong. Okay. He says, tell me, what do you have in the house? And then she says, nothing at all except a flask of olive oil.
Oh, is this going to be one of those, like, endless flasks of olive oil or something?
Probably. And Elijah said, borrow as many empty jars as you can from your friends and neighbors. Then go into your house with your sons and shut the door behind you. Pour olive oil from your flask into the jars, setting each one aside when it is filled. So she did as she was told.
Okay.
Her sons kept bringing jars to her, and she filled one after another.
Wow.
Soon every container was full to the brim.
Fucking amazing.
Wow, you called that one.
Right?
Bring me another jar, she said to one of her sons.
Because it just never runs out.
There ain't no more, he told her.
Okay.
And then the olive oil stopped flowing.
Oh.
When she told the man of God what had happened, he said to her, now sell the fucking olive oil and pay off your fucking debts, and you and your fucking sons can live on what is fucking left over.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the end of that little section.
What's up? Like lately, there's these like endless. I just have this one little thing, and then they're like, we'll make it into lots of little things.
It's the endless wine that
I know.
We're prepping for Jesus, didn't you know?
Right, but it's so ridiculous.
No, I know.
Like, no, if you have fucking nothing, you have fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And God is not like, this isn't fucking Avengers and fucking what's his face? Doctor Strange is not refilling Thor's beer glass. It's not happening. His Stein, yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. It's ridiculous and silly, but it's supposed to be showing that God is allowing Elisha to perform miracles.
And besides, how many other people are fucking... There's slaves right now. Mm-hmm. God let all these other people be slaves.
Right.
What's special about these people? I guess they served Elisha.
Well, she went to him.
Yeah, no, I know.
And she was like, knock, knock, knock. Hello, please help me.
So you have to ask...
You got to go find a prophet.
A human prophet.
Yeah.
Who you have a good relationship with to excuse you from being slaves.
Yeah. Instead of God just coming down and being like, let's not do slavery.
Right, like at all.
Yeah,
like,
let's just not.
You know, it's not a good thing, so.
It doesn't require networking. Let's just not do slavery.
Right, slavery, bad.
Right.
You know what? Let's just amend the fucking tablets, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I'm God. I can do that.
Yeah, God could change his own rules.
Yeah, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. He's God.
Yeah.
I mean, hypothetically.
Right.
Just saying.
Well, okay, so that was that section, and we're moving on to another little section now.
Okay. Yeah.
One day...
One day,
Elisha went to the town of Shunem. A wealthy woman lived there, and she urged him to come to her home for a meal.
Okay.
After that, whenever he passed that way, he would stop there for something to eat. She said to her husband, I'm sure this man who stops in from time to time is a holy man of God.
You're sure, huh?
I'm sure of it. He didn't
fucking say that he is?
He comes here like every other week and sits at my table and doesn't say a goddamn word. I'm just going to guess I don't know if he is or not.
It's the leather belt and the hair.
Yeah, he is a hairy motherfucker.
That was Elijah, so. But maybe it's like a thing with prophets, you know? Well, maybe they're all hairy with leather belts.
I bet he is hairy with a leather belt.
You think?
Yeah. Let's build a small room for him on the roof. I hope they have battlements up there.
You know.
And furnish it with a bed, a table, a chair, and a lamp.
Okay.
Then he will have a place to stay whenever he comes by.
That's so nice of them, you know?
You know what? I always build an extra room for the guy who stops by to have dinner at my house and doesn't tell me what his occupation is.
Right. Yeah, that happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. One day, Elisha returned to Shunem, and he went up to this upper room to rest. He said to his servant Gehazi, tell the woman from Shunem, I want to speak to her.
Oh, he's going to speak now.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't told her anything about him, but now he's going to speak to her.
Get her ass up here.
He just needed a room first.
Yeah.
Okay.
When she appeared, Elijah said to Gehazi, tell her, we appreciate the kind concern you have shown us. What can we do for you? Can we put in a good word for you to the king or to the commander of the army? No, she replied. My family takes good care of me. Later, Elisha asked Gehazi, what can we do for her?
Yeah, what can you do for her?
Gehazi replied, she doesn't have a son and her husband is an old man.
Oh.
Call her back again, Elijah told him. When the woman returned, Elijah said to her as she stood in the doorway, next year at this time, you will be holding a son in your arms.
Maybe she doesn't... Did you ask her?
No, right?
Does she want one?
Maybe she doesn't want kids, which is fine. You're allowed to not want kids in this world.
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
My kids don't want kids. But
they just assumed. They're like, oh, she doesn't have a son. She needs one.
Obviously. She's a walking incubator.
Right.
That's what she's made for.
Yeah.
She doesn't get a choice in the fucking matter.
Right?
No, my lord, she cried. Oh, man of God, don't deceive me and get my hopes up like that.
Mm-hmm. Because
she really is just a walking incubator.
Okay.
I'm nothing but a vagina with hands.
And now I've got that image in my head.
But sure enough, the woman soon became pregnant. And at that time the following year, she had a son, just as Elijah had said.
That's just so nice.
I'm so glad it was a boy.
Was it a boy? It was a boy?
It literally said she had a son.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
tired.
And you're so busy being a smartass.
Yeah, I was busy being a smartass for sure.
Mm-hmm. One day, when her child was older, he went out to help his father, who was working with the harvesters.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, he cried out, "My head hurts! My head hurts!" His father said to one of the servants, "Carry him home to his mother." So the servant took him home, and his mother laid him on her lap. But around noontime, he died.
What the fuck?
That is a fucking migraine. Jesus, that escalated quickly.
What the hell?
I did not know that was coming. Sorry, guys. I have a headache. Oh, shit, I'm dead.
That's kind of shitty. Like,
Yeah.
you give this
I
woman
gave you a
son,
son. I didn't-
and then you kill him.
I didn't say you would keep
You don't get...
him.
Yeah, right, yeah.
She carried him up and laid him on the bed of the man of God, then shut the door and left him there. She sent a message to her husband. "Send one of the servants and a donkey so that I can hurry to the man of God and come right back."
Are they going to resurrect this fucking kid?
I bet they resurrect this fucking
You think
kid.
so?
I bet they do. I bet they
come
do.
on now.
I bet they do.
If they resurrect this motherfucker, this is getting a little ridiculous.
Should we take bets?
No.
You don't want to take that bet?
No.
"Why go today?" he asked. "It is neither a new moon festival nor a Sabbath." I have an idea why you go today.
I mean...
There's a dead body in your house. You don't let a dead body just lie about until the next full moon.
I think why I'm guessing they're resurrecting this kid because they just aren't reacting like the way they should.
No.
They're not like, oh, tearing their clothes and,
Right.
whatever. This is their only son, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, go get the holy man.
He'll fix it.
He'll fix it, yeah.
It's fine.
Right.
It's fine. Kids die all the time.
He's only kind of dead.
Right.
Not all the way.
Nearly headless Nick. Nearly. But she said, "It will be all right." See, they're taken for granted.
I know.
I kind of hope he doesn't run.
Well, I mean, whatever.
So she saddled up the donkey and said to the servant, "Hurry, don't slow down unless I tell you to."
Yeah.
As she approached the man of God at Mount Carmel, Elisha saw her in the distance. He said to Gehazi, "Look, the woman from Shunem is coming.
Yeah.
Run out to meet her and ask her, is everything all right with you, your husband, and your child?" "Yes," the woman told Gehazi.
No.
"Everything is fine."
Correct.
Right?
My fucking son is dead.
What the hell? Why did she tell the servant it's
I
all
don't
good?
know. This is stupid.
I don't understand the story. But when she came to the man of God at the mountain, she fell to the ground before him and caught hold of his feet. Gehazi began to push her away, but the man of God said, "Leave her alone. She's obviously deeply fucking trouble, but the Lord has not told me what it is."
Okay.
Why does the Lord...
What does the Lord give a shit about this kid?
This one kid.
Why?
I don't understand this story at all.
Right.
Then she said, "Did I ask you for a son, my lord? And didn't I say, don't deceive me and get my hopes up?" I mean,
you had a son.
Yeah. Did you mean that would live until old age?
Right,
That wasn't part of the deal.
Right.
Then Elijah said to Gehazi, "Get ready to travel. Take my staff and go. Don't talk to anyone along the way. Go quickly and lay the staff on the child's face."
What the fuck?
But the boy's mother said, "As surely as the Lord lives and you yourself live, I won't go home unless you go with me."
Okay.
She's okay.
I mean, what?
You believe in magic, but only kind of magic.
Right.
Only if he comes with you magic.
I guess.
He's like, "My stick is magic. Can't you just take my stick?"
Right.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
What the fuck? I mean, was his stick literally just going to resurrect the kid?
I guess. He was supposed to
That's one hell of a stick.
He was supposed to put the stick on the kid's face.
I don't see sticks like that laying around these days.
No. So Elisha returned with her. Gehazi hurried on ahead and laid the staff on the child's face.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
But nothing happened.
Of course, yeah. They needed Elisha there, you know?
It's a good thing he went with her.
He's probably going to hover over him like Elijah did with that other kid, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Elijah that did that?
I forget.
Somebody who... yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Elijah.
I think so.
Yeah, he did the last resurrection.
Yeah. These Elijah people. They're always bringing people back from the dead.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm yawning. It's late at night.
It is.
There was no sign of life.
None.
He returned to meet Elisha and told him, "My dude, the child is fucking dead." When Elijah arrived, the child was indeed fucking dead.
Yeah.
Lying there on the prophet's bed. He went in alone and shut the door behind him and prayed to the Lord. I mean, we can assume that's what he did because we weren't there after he shut the door.
Right, yeah.
He may have done something else for all we know.
Right, yeah.
I mean, why would you shut the door?
I mean,
weird.
He's got to talk to the Lord, you know?
You can't have company?
I mean,
I bet he desecrated that body. That's nasty.
Jesus Christ. That's just horrible.
Then he lay down on the child's body.
He's doing exactly what Elijah did.
Placing his mouth on the child's mouth.
What the fuck?
His eyes on the child's eyes. And his hands on the child's hands. his hands. Oh, as he stretched out on him. This just doesn't sound right. The child's body began to grow warm again.
Okay.
If you were dead, right, and then you came back to life, and there is some man just laying on you, when you be, get the fuck off me!
Yeah.
Elisha got up, walked back and forth across the room once, and then stretched himself out again on the child.
Okay.
What? This doesn't feel right.
I mean, apparently this is the way you resurrect people.
This time
according to the Bible, anyway.
This time the boy sneezed 7 times and opened his eyes.
Wow.
Huh. Then Elisha summoned Gehazi. Call the child's mother, he said. And when she came in, Elijah said, here, take your fucking son. She fell at his feet
You're adding a lot of
him.
ad-lib here.
I'm a little annoyed, quite frankly.
Okay.
Because she just gets her child to come back to life, huh?
Right. It's pretty...
It's hateful. Because I have a friend whose child died, and it's just fucking hateful is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, if this is a thing that could happen, why isn't it happening?
Right.
So, yeah, I'm a little fucking peeved.
And they make it seem like it's just like, easy peasy, right?
What?
Like, some kid died, I'm just going to go resurrect him.
I mean, she thought it was she was just like, what? I'm just going to go talk to the holy man. It'll be fine.
They don't even really have to do anything special towards God. Like, Elijah had to go in there and, like, pray or something.
This guy just was like
there's nothing else special about it. They're just like, let's resurrect him.
Doopy doopy doo.
Lay a stick on his face. I'll spread out, put my mouth on his mouth. We're good.
Yeah, that's gross. She fell at his feet and bowed before him, overwhelmed with gratitude. Then she took her son in her arms and carried him downstairs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that was that section. Now we've got another section.
Okay.
Yep.
So now we've had another resurrection. Mm-hmm. Another fucking resurrection.
Yeah, we've had 2 now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
God just recently started resurrecting people.
Yeah, that wasn't a thing.
I don't know what's going on, but he's like, I'm bored. Let's resurrect a couple kids.
It was just this one little time period. These editors felt like it was very important.
Apparently,
to make some magic big.
Right.
Elisha now returned to Gilgal, and there was a famine in the land.
Oh, no.
They're always having a famine.
Yeah.
One day, as the group of prophets was seated before him, he said to his servant, put a large pot on the fire and make some stew for the rest of the group. One of the young men went out into the field to gather herbs and came back with a pocket full of wild gourds. A pocket full of shells.
Pocket full of wild gourds, huh? Okay.
Rally round the family with a pocket full of shells. What? What is
I feel like you're a little slap happy tonight, know?
No, but what song is that from?
Pocket Full of Shells from Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Right.
Well, I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Anytime I hear something about pockets,
what's in your pocket, your go-to, huh?
It's obviously a pocket full of shells.
Right.
Obviously.
Right.
Only I didn't really understand the song when I first heard it, and so I literally thought he had like seashells in his pocket. What? He's got a pocket full of shells.
Yeah,
and snails and yeah. I'm a dum-dum, whatever. He shredded them, the pocket full of gourds.
Yes, those. Sorry, it's been a while since
I know,
yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
And put them into the pot without realizing they were poisonous.
Oh, shit.
Oh, this can't go good.
No.
Oh, poison. What you gonna do? Some of the stew was served to the men, but after they had eaten a bite or two, they cried out, "Man of God! There's poison in this fucking stew!" So they would not eat it.
Well, yeah, I mean, if there's poison in it, you don't eat it.
Elijah said, "Eep! My bad. Bring me some flour." Cool.
What, is he gonna, like, purify the poison away?
Then he threw it into the pot and said, "Nah, it's all right. Go ahead and eat." And then they...
What?
And then it did not harm them. Okay.
He didn't even, like, pray over it. He just threw some flour in?
It's magic flour.
Fuck that. It's fucking bullshit.
It touched his stick.
Oh, my God.
He stirred it with his magic stick.
Oh.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
One day, a man from Baal-Shalisha
that place
brought the man of God a sack of fresh grain and 20 loaves of barley bread.
That was nice of him.
Made from the first grain of his harvest.
Wow.
Elijah said, give it to the people so they can eat.
Yeah.
He's like, I got God. Whatever. I'm
right,
good. I'm good. What? His servant exclaimed. Feed 100 people with only this? But Elisha repeated, give it to the people so they can eat, for this is what the Lord says. Everyone will eat, and there will even be some left over.
Oh, my God.
And
like, I'm so sick of them fucking the never-ending dish and the fucking resurrecting children.
Never-ending food. And when he gave it to the people, there was plenty for all, and some left over.
Wow.
Just as the Lord had promised. The end.
When did the Lord promise that?
He didn't.
Elisha promised that.
Yeah, he didn't promise
the Lord
that.
didn't say shit about it.
Nope. The Lord was just getting called on a lot. And he's like, miracle here, miracle there, miracle here and everywhere, but not there, or there, or there, or there, or there, just here.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know what that song was, but it seemed like
great
something.
Song, yeah.
It seemed like something God might hum.
I think it's on iTunes. You should look it up.
Oh my God. You're stupid. Okay, that's it.
So yeah, that's it.
Yep, that was it.
Okay, I'm just no.
It's too stupid.
Fuck this stupid shit. Okay, but that was 2 Kings chapter 4.
It fucking was. That is true.
Was. And tomorrow we will be back with
2 Kings chapter 5.
We will see you guys then.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.